All right, I was told to start my PG&E process as soon as possible. So about a year ago, I started the PG&E process to get this meter, to get the panels swapped and have a dual meter for my ADU. And I was finally able to get the power turned on to the ADU. I passed the rough inspection, the rough service inspection, and solar. But PG&E was not ready to add the meter and start my power because they accidentally closed out the application on my projects, and I had to reapply. And so I called and asked what was going on, and they said just reapply and someone will get back to you within 10 days. And so I did that, and then I had to pay a fee to get the meter, and they said, okay, we'll schedule the meter install once you pay. But for me, it was a little bit complicated to pay because I'm working with the Cal HFA ADU grant, and you have to get multiple signatures to pay for that stuff with the grant. So I ended up just paying for it myself, and maybe I can get reimbursed later. But yeah, we passed all of our electrical inspections. We're ready to get power on, and here's just a quick little update of the rest of the ADU. I got this with some Proseco LSCS hardener densifier, and then I'm also going to put concrete protector SB, I think it's called, from Proseco. After that gets about 4 weeks to cure on there. Our garden's looking great. And then inside here, I've been working on drywall, and PG&E is holding me up to finish because I need to test these mini split systems and make sure there's no leaks in these kind of sort of do-it-yourself. You can't really see up there. In these do-it-yourself connections. So I've got all the sheetrock done that I can, minus where those connections are in the attic, and I'm going to finish this room. But yeah, it's going to be probably another week before I can even get power. So let's see, I've been putting in insulation in some of the interior walls between bedrooms and between the living room, which is what this pile of stuff is here. This living room and kitchen along this wall, there's going to be insulation throughout there, and then also insulation between the two bedrooms and bathrooms, so sort of that back wall in there. I also got the Ethernet ran in a conduit up and into the attic, and then I ran it over to what's going to be a little network closet sort of back in here. And then sort of in the hallway here, there's going to be a little, wow, it's dark, you can't see anything. There's going to be a little closet back there, I think, with all the network cables, and I've got them all running into this stud bay right here. And there's going to be Ethernet ran to each corner of the house. So if anyone has like a computer desk or something or whatever that they need to get hardwired Ethernet, they can do that. It'll just be tucked into the corner of the wall there. And I got my hot water heat pump installed here. This is the Ream 40 gallon, and it's pretty tight fit in here, but we made it happen. We've got an expansion tank, we've got a heat trap on the cold water line, condensate, and temperature pressure relief valve. I've got insulation foam just as spacers on the back so that this unit's not tight against the wall, because these can make a bit of noise, I've heard, and I don't want it like sort of vibrating noises into the other rooms. So I've got that foam there between this and the wall. There's foam down at the bottom too, and then I've also got the bottom insulated and this drain pan set up to drain into this little tray that will drain out to the outside, hopefully here, if it ever does leak. And a little bit of insulation underneath just to keep, if there's any temperature fluctuations inside here, this room, it won't transfer into the floor of the other bathrooms nearby. But that's just an update for me, what I've been working on this ADU. And a heads up that I should have started making sure the electrical is ready sooner so that I didn't have to wait for PG&E to get this thing tested. But it's looking pretty great. We're almost done, maybe a couple months. I was hoping it would be sooner, but landscaping took longer than I thought it would, and kind of just everything took a little bit longer than I thought it would. But that's not too bad. That's just how it goes. All right, have a wonderful day.